Welcome to our second week of traveling the west coast of the Gulf of Thailand on a motorcycle. We fell in love with this little place and booked it. We thoroughly enjoyed the resort, food, and the beach walks. Well, unbeknownst to us, there was an ant problem that we didn't find until unpacking the next day, but blissfully ignorant at the time, we loved it.
Yeah, it's from a unicorn. Duh.
We're in a national park. He's just doing a little bit of motorcycle yoga before we go.
Our next place to discover was Hue Yang Waterfall National Park. The trail took us by 5 waterfalls. Good thing I had my camera on slow-mo, because this guy was fast. We landed another sweet spot, this time staying in a boxcar.
How was it sleeping in a boxcar, Willie?
And here's where we discovered all that we took away from the last place. Ants. Lots of them. After cleaning them out, we pulled out the drone and caught footage of the real beauty around us. This place was called Pupa Nalay Cafe and Camping in Choom Pond, and we found it with a Google search while heading south on the coastal highway. There were lots of nooks and crannies to this place, but I love when they have breakfast included, if you're fast enough. So this was kind of random in a fun way. They had these animals, mischievous ones at that. But you know, they were like siblings. One had to get the other back. Or tried. Back on the road, we were drawn to whatever road followed the coast. We stopped off at this lookout point for a view of the town we were taking our next ferry from, and I got a real laugh of the view from this bathroom. I'm not sure whether this would hamper things or speed them along. After a lovely sunset ride on an old vessel that has seen better days, we landed in the dark on the island of Koh Phangan. We got checked into the Hadson Resort and we had a little bite. In the morning, we were treated to a lovely surprise of what the entire place actually looked like. Back at the Koh Raham Bar and Restaurant, we saw that waves could literally tickle your toes.
You want to be ankle deep or waist deep?
Shh, don't tell. At the secret beach in the Gulf of Thailand, the toasty water temperatures are ideal for water activities. Bring your own stud. It was about $70 Canadian or $50 US per night to stay here in December. On our hilly walk to the local 7-Eleven, and they actually are 7-Elevens, we came across a different type of vending machine. One for your car. Yeah. We hopped on the bike and did some touring of the island for the few days we were there. The recent rainfall gave us a spectacular sunset. From there we caught a ferry back to the mainland to head toward Phuket, where we booked a lovely resort overlooking the water. During their dinner buffet, I noticed that the Phuket tourists seemed very international. I did a quick Google search and found that most tourists come from Russia, followed by China and India. We hopped onto Expedia and found a 7-hour tour that advertised an island-hopping boat trip from Phuket on a 2-story fishing boat with canoe rides included. It sounded like a good way to see the islands in the area.
Here we are by ourselves enjoying this beautiful scenery. All of those voices that you hear are just some that I've added to make it seem like we're in a crowd.
Tons of people flocked to see this one James Bond island. It was featured in The Man with a Golden Gun and Tomorrow Never Dies. The area, as you can see, was incredible. From there we went to Hong Island, where we hopped onto a canoe with a local. Hong meaning there's hidden lagoons inside islands. Guess what our local liked to call Sean?
Brother.
Cute. He was a lot of fun.
With this thing, I now be wed for 40 more.
Kiss. Kiss. Brother, hand, kiss hand.
Fitting, since this trip was to celebrate our 40th anniversary. Most of the tour was in Ao Ping Nan National Park, which covers 400 square kilometers. It was so cool to row into limestone caves.
Oh my gosh, there's somebody right there.
Some leading to inland lagoons. Tour was $72 Canadian, 53 US each, and worth every penny. This lagoon was full of mangroves. Known for their tangled aerial root systems, they stabilize coastlines, protect against erosion, and act as nurseries for marine life. These dramatic, steep limestone towers and cliffs are called karsts. Back at the hotel after dinner, I had a surprise for Sean. It was his 64th birthday that day, and I had asked friends and family to secretly send over a video of a memory of Sean. He must have sat there for a few hours going through all the birthday wishes and responding. It was a huge hit. After a couple nights, we moved to a central spot in Phuket that included breakfast in this quaint nook. We were now within walking distance to everything, including the popular Patong Beach.
Here they come, walking down the streets.
The place I had my nails done at made one thing very clear. There were posters and ads everywhere for Muay Thai, or Thai boxing, so we decided to check it out. This was the end of our second week in southwest Thailand. We stayed on the west side because there was a small war going on the eastern side over border disputes between Thailand and neighboring Cambodia. They called a ceasefire about 2 weeks after we left Thailand, so we'll check it out on our next trip over. Thanks for coming along. Don't miss week 3 of our trip.